From a rural village in Turkey to upstate New York, Ersin Konkur has had a peculiar journey for a math teacher. He was recruited into Fethullah Gülen's network at the age of 15. After that, the group determined his path in life, including his move to teach in one of the Gülen-affiliated schools in the US. But the day he qualified for permanent residency, he decided to expose the group.
Compared to the ordinary American staff, we Turkish Gülenists in the school were paid higher salaries, a portion of which we were expected to pay back in cash, so they were channeling tax money to the Gülen movement. They do this also through companies they establish to do business with their schools, or they buy buildings just to rent them to their own schools for higher prices.
Konkur is one of the rare defectors to speak up about the group. He says hundreds of other Gülenists have been brought into the US with professional visas to expand their network in the country. In the state of New Jersey alone, a chain of charter schools like this one is linked to the Gülen movement, also known as FETÖ. The organization's attempt to launch a fifth school in the state was denied after the Board of Education said it had used forged and fraudulent petitions to show community support for its initiative. The FBI has reportedly been looking into allegations that taxpayer money might have been channeled to FETÖ, which now controls 163 schools across the country, teaching around 70,000 students. Robert Amsterdam, a lawyer hired by Turkey, says he was astonished to find the extent of the Gülenists' influence in the country.
We know that they're spending something like $500,000 a month in lobbying and PR, and they've been doing that along with their Rumi Foundation and other organizations for years.
No officials from Gülen-affiliated schools were available for comment.
Does it work?
I don't know.
And equally hard to reach are dozens of think tanks and cultural organizations connected with the group. They're listed in directories, but with no phone numbers or officials to talk to. Turkish immigrants in the US have been trying for years to expose and limit the group's influence there.
We still don't understand how come Islamic cleric has $1 billion to manage the whole organizations globally. There are over 200 Gülen-linked organizations in the United States nationwide, and most of them is focusing on cultural, business, lobbying, and education.
The extent of the Gülenists' network and agenda in the US remains unclear, because what's public about the group reveals only the tip of the iceberg. It is Tian Shan, TRT World, New York.